Hello and welcome. My name is Steve Damasco. I'm the Grand Master of Steve Damasco Shaolin Studios and the founder of the Strength and Honor Foundation. Just want to say a couple of words about the Strength and Honor Foundation. We're on our way, as I've told you before. I want to thank everybody that's been involved with that. I'd like to get a little bit more feedback on that. I mean, just to... I haven't heard from many vets from this show. I've heard from a lot of veterans from other venues that we're using, but I was expecting to hear a lot more from on the Facebook and especially the YouTube things that we're doing. You know, it's unprecedented what we're doing here. I mean, we had a law firm that did $25,000 worth of work to get us as a non-for-profit, a 501c3. Nobody's taking any money at this point at all. Everybody's been working for free, including the attorneys, my board of directors, myself. The only people that are actually getting paid at this point is the grant writers to raise this money so we can hire veterans that we can train right here in New Hampshire. The veterans that we've picked so far have been calling me emailing me on a weekly basis, asking us, where are we with the process? We have to raise $1.3 million to get this project off the ground, and it's a big project, and I'm very, very excited about it. I mean, we're going to hire veterans to go into inner cities to train in martial arts, and more importantly, mentor kids. In these inner cities, and these people are going to have great salaries and be able to support their families, and they're going to be giving back to their country, and as they did when they enlisted in the service. I mean, psychologically, it's going to be incredible for them, and such a great benefit to these kids, because it's not adults that they're going to be training, kids from 6 years old to 17 years of age. I would really like some feedback from the people that watch this show on this. This is just such an incredible venue, and I'm so excited about it. And I mean, to be able to help these kids. I mean, I sit here. I've done some things in my life that, I don't want to say amazing things, but I have a family, and I've opened martial arts schools all over the country, and I've mentored hundreds of kids over my 45-year career, and the only reason I'm sitting here and actually finished school and college and graduate school is because because of a mentor in my life and in the inner cities when I was a boxer. I mean, I was going to quit school as a junior in high school. I thought I was going to be the next light heavyweight champion of the world, and after I won my first fight, I went in and said I was going to quit school, and after I took a beating from my trainer, and he marched me into the high school and told the principal of a school of 7,400 kids that if I ever miss another day of school, that he wanted the principal to call him directly. I mean, so, he was the father I never had, and I love him. I'll always love him. And his name was Vinny Vecchione. And, I still go to Brockton, where I grew up, and I just did a talk to a bunch of kids there twice. I've been there twice in the past month, and we're going to do an FBI Academy for kids in March there, and I'm going to open up a Strength and Honor school there. I hope it's going to be a little bit different. I mean, my goal is to open up a school in Brockton, a martial art mentoring school, but I'd like to open up a boxing gym there too, if I could. But if I don't do the boxing school, it's definitely going to be a Strength and Honor martial arts school and mentoring for kids there. And I didn't tell them that yet, but I'm going to do that in the next talk in March, and I'm going to name that school after Vinny Vecchione, because I'm here today doing the things that I've been able to do in my life because of that one man. And and I just wanted to say that. So, I mean, if you can go on our site, which is strengthandhonor.org, no spaces. You can donate money. You can just email me and say, hey, look at, Steve, we like what you're doing. If there's anything I can do to help. I mean, again, we've put in hundreds of hours so far, and maybe we can use your help. I don't know what you could do, but just so, it's a lot of time and a lot of effort right now. I could use a little support. So I just wanted to say that. I never wanted to do a political show, but there's a lot of things that are going on in this country right now that have really bothered me, and I just want to talk about it a little bit. And I don't like controversy, and I don't like conflict, but right now this country is in a lot of conflict right now, and I respect everybody. For the people that know me, I grew up in Spanish Harlem, New York, and I've said that a number of times. And again, I thought I was Puerto Rican until I was like 7 years old. My mother never told me I was Italian. My mother had artificial legs and lost her legs when she was 9, and a lot of you know that story already. I don't have to reiterate that, but it was the greatest lesson I could ever learn on just caring about people. She was a caregiver, and that's all I know. That's all my sisters know. They both work for non-for-profits. My sister works at the Head Start that my mother founded in Brockton. I mean, that's all we know. So we care about everybody, and we've always taken care of people and our families. And I just want to say, it's like, there's a lot of things going on with this, with terrorism right now, and this whole ISIS thing, and it's just a really, really bad scenario. I'm actually training my black belts in my schools around the country, and I'm going to show you some of that stuff today of about active shooters. We've done a lot of active shooter conferences with the FBI. I'm the vice president of the FBI's Citizens Academy, and I set up conferences with several of the alumni and with the Secret Service, the FBI, Department of Justice, all these different agencies, and we have great attendance and anti-school violence conferences, and I'm actually training my black belts to show them what to do and to teach some of obviously just the adult students how to disarm somebody with an assault weapon and things, the options that they have. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit today, but I got to tell you that before I say that, I just want to say Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year's, and I want to say that I respect everybody. I'm Catholic, and I believe in Jesus, and I'm not here to preach religion, but I find it an atrocity that I pick up the news, I listen to the news on CNN and Fox, and I listen to both so I can get the liberal side of things and the conservative side of things, and it really bothers me when I hear that schools are not allowed to have plays in their schools because with Jesus Christ and reenact Christmas things because it's going to offend people. And then I read the other day on a national news coverage that kids were having to sing praise to Allah in their schools, and okay, great, if that's what they have to do, they have to do. But I didn't hear that they were praising Jesus Christ or the Jewish, the Israeli Jewish religions or any of the other religions, just the Muslim religions. If we're going to do that, then it should be an equal thing where we're celebrating or praising all religions. So, but right now we're on this, let's not offend the Muslims, and kids are being children that really don't understand why this is happening. It's just really, really bad. Things are really bad in this country right now. Another time, a judge got sworn in New York City, an appointed judge, and he didn't want to be sworn in on a Bible. He wanted to be sworn in on a Quran. Okay, I can deal with that too. That's his decision. He's not. He's a Muslim, so he didn't want to be sworn in on a Bible. But there are just so many things going on right now that are just not right, and that are affecting the children. Adults can make a decision, but when adults are making decisions for children that they don't understand what's happening, and they're being forced to do things that they don't understand, this isn't right. So again, religious leaders need to stand up and take a stand on trying to educate our families on what's right and what's wrong. That's all I'm saying. Again, I have Muslim friends, I have Jewish friends, I have Catholics, I have Christian friends, Baptist, Lithuanian, Lutheran. Again, I come from a place where, life was about survival. It wasn't about color, it wasn't about race, and it wasn't about religion. And that's how I was raised, and that's how my mother raised all of us. But there's a lot of bad things going on in this country. I got a call after the San Bernardino shooting from the CBS affiliate in Boston, and they asked me to come in. I didn't go in because the timing didn't work out, and they asked me to come in and work with these people, their people in their business on active shooters and what to do. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to show you some things today on how to disarm somebody with an assault rifle and with a handgun. We'll work on that a little bit, but again, you know, these people that are coming in with those kind of things, you know, they're not standing in front of you trying to get your wallet or get your money. These people are coming in, and they're coming in to shoot and to kill people. So they come in and they start spraying bullets. I mean, I can't begin to tell you what courage, you know, on the San Bernardino shooting, that guy laid on top of that woman and said, "I got you," and knew he was going to get shot and save that woman's life. Then that 15-year-old boy, it was a gang shooting, but laid on top of those girls, and 15 years old. I mean, you know, you're talking about that people are going to get shot and people are going to get killed. You know, when these things happen, when somebody walks in with an assault weapon, you know, then you have to make a decision on what you're going to do and how many, and what you can do and what you're going to decide to do to minimize that damage. And that's what this is all about. You know, if I had gone to the CBS affiliate in Boston, what I would have told them is, you know, they used to tell you, one, you know, get out if you can, two, hide if you can, and then three, if those two options aren't available, is to attack. Well, now they've changed their tune, and I changed that tune a long time ago when I was a spokesperson for the White House on school shootings, which I was, and I spoke in over 100 schools and school districts around the country for the president and the Secretary of Education, and I always said that you should get out if you can, and two, if that's not an option, you need to attack. And not hide, because when you hide, that's, you know, it's very difficult because most people gather in one spot, and that just makes it easy for the shooter. So there's one other thing I'm going to talk about. I got about 16 minutes left. There are so many inexperienced people that are teaching things to people that are going to get them killed, okay? I watched a national Fox News segment of this martial arts guy that was teaching teenagers. He got about 7 minutes on television on national Fox. Now, I like Fox, okay? So it has nothing to do with Fox because they don't know. They're not martial artists. They're not experienced in this. Okay, oh, what I wanted to say about the CBS affiliate, I would have told them that if you have cubicles, that everybody should have bulletproof shields, lightweight bulletproof shields. That's what they should have now, because if somebody comes in, that's really their only option, because they'll never get out of that. They'll never get out of that room, never. So their only option is to have those bulletproof shields right there in their cubicles, and then everybody rushes those shooters. That would be the only way to be able to get out of that situation. Nobody's doing that. Okay, so there really is no option when somebody comes in with an AK-47 or a 223, okay, and they start spraying. There are no options unless everybody rushes them with nothing in front of them, and that's a problem. So anyway, I'm watching this 7 minutes, and I was violent, and I'm going to show you what he showed them today. I'm going to show it to you first. I was violent when I saw this because he was teaching 14, 15, 16-year-old kids on Fox News, national, how to disarm, or what he thought he was going to disarm somebody with a handgun from the rear, okay? And that would have got them killed. Actually got them killed, and I'm going to show you what he showed them, and I'm going to show you why. This is an atrocity, okay? This is an atrocity. He could be a great martial artist, I have no idea. But being a great martial artist has nothing to do, okay, with these type of situations. It really doesn't. Martial arts has to do with forms, with traditional martial arts weapons, a spear, depending on your style, a spear, swords, axes. I mean, like the things that they used to use hundreds of years ago, sometimes thousands of years ago. Okay, yes, kicking, punching. Okay, depending on the style, yes, we can disarm people really well, but that depends on the style. Korean styles uses a lot of kicks. I don't want to get into all that. I've done that before. Okay, it's a very different scenario when you're teaching a weapon, disarm somebody with a weapon. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what he did, and I get violent even talking about it because that would have got these kids killed. And again, I don't know this guy. He was a big guy. He could be a good martial artist, but what he did and what he showed those kids, if they ever attempted that, would get them killed, and I'm going to show you why. Come on up. This is exactly what happened. get the handgun, please. This is the technique he showed him, okay? We're going to go this way. Here, turn around. This is what he showed him, okay? The kids were standing, the shooter was here, the pointer was here. This is what he did. Okay, he had the kids here, and he had the kid come up from behind like this, okay, rush him, come like this, take the gun, which I've showed you this technique before, and grab. Okay, now the technique of grabbing the gun was absolutely correct. Okay, now what I want to show you is this. All right, I'm going to tell Jeff at what point he sees me. There. Don't turn. Do not turn and look at me. Look straight ahead. Look straight ahead. Look at this dot right here. Look at that point, and don't look at me. Tell me at what point you see me.
Right there.
Can I reach that gun? Absolutely not. So at this point, okay, at this point, whether I rush him or not, okay, I'm going to come at you, Jeff, and when you see me, I want you to step away, what you would do, and point the gun at me. Do you see what just happened? I'm dead. I'm dead. Now, I rushed him. He saw me in his peripheral vision, okay, and he stepped away. I'll do it again. You ready? This was exactly what they did. He came from behind. I don't care what angle you come out, because now I have to come to his side. You ready? Go. I'm a dead man. This is what they showed on Fox National News to teenage kids, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. This will get him killed. This is a bad technique, and it would get him killed. I was out of my mind. So if you saw this, or your children saw this, okay, you want to get the other one? Please do not let them practice that technique, because it's incorrect and it's dangerous. Now, this is an assault weapon. Now, remember what I said. You can point this at me, Jeff. Okay? Jeff is very familiar with this weapon. This is not real, but this is the same weight. This is what I'm training my black belts with, and the reason I'm doing this for the adult class now is because we've gotten requests from our adult students on how to disarm somebody with a weapon like this. Now, remember what I said. All right? This is not foolproof. The technique will work. Okay? Again, should you be taking lessons? Yes. I show you these things to show you what's available to you if you were studying, if you could react, if you could keep your mind right, okay, and stay focused. Good reaction time based on the ability to react under that kind of stress, that kind of traumatic pressure, okay? These are military grade. What I mean by that is it's the same size, okay, as an assault weapon and the same weight. Military use this to practice with, all right? This is not something I was happy about teaching, but we're getting these requests, and unfortunately our world has changed, and we better understand that, okay? Okay, Jeff was in the military for a very long time, and he did active duty overseas. Okay, so that's how the weapon would be held. That's how it would be pointed. Now again, remember, what would be nice is if I was in a cubicle, it wouldn't be nice. I'm in a cubicle, okay, with several people, and I had a shield, a lightweight Kevlar shield or something that would, okay, that could at least take some of that bullet coming at me. It would have to be a really good shield, because this is a very powerful weapon, okay? So now, in order to get that weapon out of his hands, all right, first thing I need to do is this. Now remember, it's going to go off. It has to go off, okay, because his finger's in the trigger. So the first thing I want to do is move this, all right? So again, the problem with this is the training has to be good on your body, because as soon as I move my body, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush, is I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this out of the way. Then from there, I'm going to do this, grab the butt, and I'm going to take this in this way, all right? Slam this here, strike him with this, come back, and then hold it, okay? Now I'm going to do this slow. So Jeff, let go easy so I don't have to slam it on your body.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to do this, grab this. Now remember, okay, remember I've talked about body weight and how to use your body weight? Okay, if I pull this way, Jeff is strong this way, okay? I'm working against the joints. That's why I'm doing this, okay? I'm going against these joints. Let's move up a little bit closer. I'm going against these joints, so don't hold on tight now. I'm just going to show them how it works. I'm moving the barrel out of my way, okay? I'm grabbing the butt. Now I can't stay here. I have to use my body weight. I'm moving this up. slamming this in, okay? Here, strike, and then here, okay? Now, decisions have to be made at this point, okay? Decisions have to be made at this point because we don't know what he has for another weapon, okay? We don't know what he has for another weapon. I don't want to get graphic, so I'm going to stop there. I'll show you the technique again. Okay? Again, I'm here. I rush, move, here, strike, hit, and then I'm here. Okay? Now, there's another, let me just see something. Hold it on me again. 1, 2, my body weight, I close on him to do this. Okay? All right? Pull, strike, or slam it right into him, and then I'm back here like this again. All right? Now, from the back, from the rear. Okay? This is a very, very different technique. Okay? This is a very different technique. Okay? Now, if he's here, there's one of two things that's going on at this point. Okay? He's either shooting, which is most likely what's happening here. Okay? This is most likely what's happening here. So what I need to do, I'm going to do this slow because this will hurt Jeff if I do this fast. Okay? I'm going to do this here, pull him back like this, take the gun, slam it onto his face, and do this. Okay? Again, Jeff. This thing hurts. It's very heavy. It weighs the same, it's the same weight as a real assault rifle. So what am I doing? When I do this to him, it slams his body, it takes his body down, okay? That's what it does. Come up again. So I come in, boom, I grab his head, grab the gun, and I'm here. That's what I would do from here. Why don't I want to go to the front? He's already shooting, okay? He's already shooting. Again, what did I say about the peripheral vision? If I come to his side, he can see me, okay? He can see me. He can step to the side, or now because he has a longer weapon, I don't know how he thinks. I don't know how quick his mind's working. I don't know how trained he is. If he was smart, instead of stepping away to try to shoot me because that's a long barrel, what he would do, he knew exactly what. I didn't even show him this. He's trained. He's a military guy. He would hit me with the butt or just slam that across and then do that. That's exactly what he should have done. Okay, so I don't want to take that chance because I am trained. So I would not come up from his side. One, because of peripheral vision, and two, he'll use that he'll smack me with that gun if he knew what he was doing. Okay, so again, I could grab his head, but I'm better off. And when I do this, he didn't go down hard because I didn't throw my body weight on him, but I would slam up above his knee really hard. You see what happened to his head just now? Grab him, take this gun, and then fire. Now, one of the things, I didn't want to be graphic, but what I would do, I wouldn't shoot to kill. I wouldn't do that. And I'll tell you why I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because I've been working with law enforcement on a federal level for over 15 years. Okay? And if you watch the news, they were hoping to get a lot of information from these people. And I'd want information. I'd want to give the feds the opportunity to get information, but I would really make sure that he was disabled enough that he wouldn't be able to pull another weapon on me or anybody else. And then I would clear the room. I would also clear the room after that because I don't know if there would be anybody else coming up or anybody else in there and coming in as a threat. There's a lot to this. I'm actually taking courses now with FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security to get certified because I've been getting calls from businesses, as I said, like CBS, that had called me to help them with these situations. Unfortunately, the type of self-defense that we've had to teach in our schools has changed a lot. So I probably should have said this at the beginning of the show. This is not something you want to show your kids. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the show. Rick, maybe you could put something you could tag it at the front of the show maybe and say this is not, please don't, this is not to be, this graphic material here, something about for the children, okay? Anyway, I'm sorry to have to do shows like this, but it's time. And if you want to email me again, it's stevedamasco@aol.com. On a positive note, Strength and Honor Foundation is kicking off, and we're really excited about that. Again, hope you guys had a great Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, I wish you the best. I'm Steve Damasco, the Grand Master, the Sensei. We thank you for watching us.